Don't compare yourself to anyone. Shine in your own way. This is the story of Arman, a boy who spent his life being compared to his brilliant brother, Danish. No matter how hard he tried, he always felt like he wasn't enough. Danish was the kind of person who excelled at everything, top of his class, admired by teachers, loved by relatives, and even popular in the neighborhood. Meanwhile, Arman felt like an extra character in a movie where Danish was the hero. No matter what Arman did, someone would always say Danish did it better. If he got 80% on a test, his mother would remind him Danish used to get 90%. If he played cricket well, someone would say Danish was the best player in school. Over time, Arman started to believe that he was just less intelligent, less talented, less worthy. His heart burned with frustration every time he heard another comparison. No one noticed how hard he worked. They only noticed how he was not like Danish. One day, their school announced a science competition. Danish had won it 2 years ago, so everyone expected Arman to do the same. But Arman hesitated. Science was never his strong suit. He loved writing. He wanted to enter an essay competition instead, but the fear of being less than Danish held him back. That evening, he sat on the rooftop staring at the stars, lost in thought. His grandfather, who always understood him, sat beside him and asked, "Why do you look so troubled, my child?" Arman sighed. "No matter what I do, I'm always compared to Danish. If I fail, people will say I wasn't as good as him. If I win, they'll say it's expected because Danish won before me. It's like I don't exist as myself. I only exist as Danish's brother." His grandfather smiled gently. "Tell me, Arman, do you see those stars?" "Yes. Which one is the brightest?" Arman scanned the sky. "That one," he said, pointing to a particularly bright star. "And the others? Are they useless just because they are not the brightest?" Arman hesitated. "No, of course not. Every star has its own place in the sky." His grandfather nodded. "Exactly. Just because one shines differently doesn't mean the others don't shine at all. You are not in a race with Danish, my child. You have your own light, your own path." Arman felt something shift inside him. That night, he decided to stop chasing Danish's footsteps and start making his own. He entered the essay competition. He poured his heart into his writing, telling a story of a boy who learned to see his own worth. A few weeks later, the results were announced. Arman had won first place. The principal praised his writing, saying, "This was not just an essay, this was a piece of art." For the first time, Arman felt truly proud, not because he had won, but because he had finally chosen to be himself. That day, he realized something important. Comparison is the thief of joy. You are not here to be better than someone else. You are here to be the best version of yourself. A lesson for everyone. Arman's story is not just about him, it is about all of us. We all have someone in our life who seems better than us. Maybe they are smarter, more successful, or more talented. And the truth is, not only do people compare us to others, but we also compare ourselves. Parents compare their children. Teachers compare students. Society tells us what success should look like. And we start thinking, he has more money than me, or she is better than me. When we think like this, we forget our own value. But the truth is, everyone has their own journey. Some people succeed early and others take time. Some are good at one thing and others are good at something else. If we stop looking at others and start focusing on our own progress, life will feel much better. Next time you feel like you are not good enough, ask yourself, am I better than I was yesterday? If the answer is yes, then you are already winning. Your only competition is yourself, not anyone else.
If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Tales and Tips for more powerful and meaningful stories. Stay motivated, stay unique. Thanks for watching.